Girls, what's a creepy thing guys frequently do which we're unaware of? I'm a male, but I run a bar with a lot of female bartenders. One of the creepiest things I see consistently that drives me insane are the guys who will try and stay after we've closed to flirt with the bartender as she's closing. They end up just kind of trying to follow the bartender around while she's just trying to ignore them and get her job done. No bartender likes this. Stop doing it. Guy, do you have a boyfriend? Me, yes. Guy, do you actually love him? Are you sure he's not cheating on you? Well, do you want a friend? Unless you want me to bring my boyfriend along, there is no way I'm just going to be friends with you, especially when you approach me trying to hit on me. And yes, I do actually love him. From my wife. Being friendly to a guy and they automatically believe you want to frick them, so they ramp up the flirtiness and physical contact. Joking about grugging my drinks, slipping alcohol into my non-alcoholic beverages if I'm not drinking that night, and wondering if I'd notice how I would act while drunk or drugged up. Yes, this really happened. Multiple times. Different guys. Not super frequent, but saying crap like don't worry, I didn't put anything in it when they bring you a drink, or wow, you're really brave for walking home alone when you run into them on the street at like 10 PM on a weekday, walking on a well-lit main road. Like I really wasn't thinking about the possibility of you sexually assaulting me before, but I sure as frick am now. Thanks. Man, it sure has been a long time since someone was chopped up into pieces and thrown into the lake in this town. I really don't like it when guys hit on me at work. To be more specific, I'm in customer service and I have to be nice and I can't really leave the situation as I'm at work. Nothing makes me feel more trapped than a dude that spends an hour asking me about some product in a thinly veiled attempt at talking to me. I can totally guess women's bra sizes. You're 34C, right? Dude, stop. No, you can't. Please leave me alone. Where's your smile? In the garbage with your crappy pickup line. I've had weird guys hit on me in an aggressive way and treat me like a fetish as a Japanese girl. There is a stereotype that Japanese women are submissive and you can treat us like garbage, and look, I'm not the one. I'll body slam you into the cement, fart face. You look so innocent. This isn't a compliment. I'm 26. This is creepy. I think this is often one of those dumb challenge statements where they say you're innocent and think your instinct will be to prove you're not. The annoying part is that probably does work sometimes. Edging closer to you during conversation until they're practically on you. No, it's not going to get you laid, and no, you're not smooth. Trying to convince us how not pissed you are. Like on a first date, lol, you have nothing to be scared of. I'm not pissed. I'm not gonna hurt you. I swear. Don't be afraid of me, etc. Like, dude, who are you trying to convince? Yourself? Once at a family party, this elderly man insisted on dancing with me almost the whole night. I didn't mind this so much because I was there only with my mum and didn't know that many people. He then continued to try to read my body language and tell me how he knows that there are things that I'm trying to hide and how I have a secret temperament. Please don't try to pretend to read a girl's behavior, especially if she's about a third of your age. This is just creepy. I know it's not that common, but there was one guy I knew who had a habit of putting his arm over girls' shoulders that barely know him and without their consent. He thought it made look confident and cool. We thought he was a desperate creep. Nervous first movie date with this girl I'd been talking to for about a month. She leans on my shoulder but I am too nervous to put my arm around her because my pits are dripping wet. Always wear deodorant, my dudes. You should smile more. You're so pretty when you smile. Got a random Facebook message from a guy that went to my old college. I don't know who he is though, saying something along those lines. As a black female, it is absolutely infuriating when guys hit on you by stating that they've never been with a black girl before and start with all that chocolate caramel crap. That doesn't make me feel special. It makes me feel like a fetish you want to cross off your list. Just be normal, please. Nubian princess, give me some of that sweet chocolate of yours. I can treat you right, and like other black males, you can't rely on them. White and dark mixed together. I am gonna be the yin to your yang. Tame me like you would tame a lion. Show me the raw sexuality of your kind. Stare. Like straight up gawking. You know women have peripheral vision too, yeah? Just because I'm not looking right at you down mean you're being slick. I know that down is a typo, but I imagined you saying it in a sassy southern drawl. Unsolicited shoulder massages. OMG, I was working and some customer came up and did this to me. I had no idea who he was, but he said I looked like I needed a massage. Dude, you are a freaking stranger. Don't touch me. Violating personal space. If you take a step toward me and I step back, that is not an invitation to slowly chase me around the room. That is an indication that you are close enough. 1. Stay away from my personal space. 2. Personal space. 3. It's really off-putting when guys come on too strongly. Like, I get it, you want S. So do I. But I also want to be able to carry a decent conversation with the person I sleep with that doesn't involve an unsolicited dong pic. I think a general rule with dong pics is that if we don't ask for one, don't send it. And a lot of guys just send it as an opening. It's pretty gross when it's not asked for. I'm sorry, I'm not sending out a dong pic ever, even if you do ask. I still have aspirations of being president someday. A lot of guys have followed me in public or slowed down to try and talk to me from their cars. In what world is this not creepy? I know most guys won't do this, but so many have at this point. I just wonder if they know how creepy they're being. More relevant to this thread, being too persistent. If a girl keeps brushing you off or giving crap responses and you don't tone it down, walk away, you start to seem a bit creepy. Although some people are poor conversationists, so I guess it's hard to tell. Blocking you by extending their arm and putting their hand in the wall. Quick tip, dong bag. If you have to physically block my escape, it's already over. The classic Gaston maneuver. For me, it's jumping right into super flirting. Like, an example conversation would be, me, so, you like Armor 3? Soviet Womble has got some great vids on that. Him, I love Womble. So, when are you coming over for vids and cuddles? Come on, man. At a club, pushing into our dance, I was out with my friend and we were dancing together, fully engaged with just each other and chatting as we danced. A guy pushed into the gap between us and tried dancing with just me. I stopped dancing and stepped away. My friend reached out and pulled me back to her and began dancing with me again, pulling me in closer to close the circle to make it clear we weren't looking for company. He did it again. My friend straight up pulled me away and we walked out of the room. Later that night, the guy saw us and came over and started screaming and shouting that we were B&W and rude for ignoring him. What the frick? Making a point of talking about how respectful, safe feminists you are. Do it once, and okay, maybe you're just shy or nervous. Do it twice or more, and it gets progressively creepier. Believe me, if you're really a quality guy, I'll be able to tell without being told. Oh man, I respect the absolute crap out of women. I freaking ruin them with safety and feminism. Where's my hug? But there was a guy I went to high school with that decided, without my consent, to take me under his wing and teach me to be a player. This was his go-to phrase. I have to say, as a man, I find it pretty shocking that anyone would not know everything I've read here is creepy as heck. Come on men, what the actual? The worst part is how universal the experience apparently is. Creepy as frick. Not sure if many guys do this. Went out on a first date with a guy I met online. Introduced myself and he looked me over slowly, head to toe, while sloppily licking his lips. Never have I felt so desperately in need of a shower. That is freaking gross. If only I was younger, said by elderly males. If you were my daughter I'd still be bathing you. Overheard in a rural English pub, said to 18-year-old barmaid. Girl here. Pretend to be a girl on Reddit. When someone is sitting next to you and you are minding your own business and they say something like, you don't talk much, do you? It's because I don't want to talk to strangers. Catcalling. In all shapes and forms. My least favorite is the snake hissing. What are you trying to accomplish here, except to intentionally make a female feel uncomfortable? Where I work, the ice cream machines are really large, and I have to bend over them to clean the very back. This is often met with "you're distracting me" or "now I'm too distracted to work" from certain guys in the kitchen. That crap ain't cute. claim to know when a woman is menstruating by smell alone. I smell your scent, female. Not sure if this is common, but I take the same train to and from work every day. After a night out I was heading home and a man stopped me saying, "Oh, you're working late? You don't normally get on this train. I thought I missed you. Still going to place I live?" It could have been harmless, but it was past 10 PM and it felt creepy as frick. I switched carriages. It felt weird, like he was analyzing my journey like a stalker. Staring. I can see you even if I'm not looking at you. If I make eye contact with you, either smile and introduce yourself, or look away. Don't continue to stare thinking it's slick. It's just weird. The bigger the age gap, the weirder it is. I had one guy stare for so long that he actually drooled. It's not flattering, I promise. Trust me, when you're in a club and a guy follows your every move, silently staring for ages, you can tell the difference between them accidentally spacing out and leering at you like a piece of meat. I've gotten in fights with guys who insist I was staring at them when in reality I was just staring into space. I wonder how many times I've done that to a girl and had no idea I was bothering them. Force me to kiss you on the cheek, or more, like, some dudes in the total stranger category already pulled that one on me, and wouldn't stop pestering me as long as I hadn't done it. The fact that, one time, the guy wouldn't let me go and tried to force me into his car didn't help at all. It's not just for men, but for people in general. It's better to avoid touching people you don't know, and no is a perfectly valid answer to any request. Coming on way too strong. There's a lot of guys out there that go head first, if you know what I mean. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that stuff. I think I'm coming on strong after I've asked for a pencil. Smile beautiful, I'm at the grocery store, sorry I don't have a fake plastered on smile at all times. WTF, you're not saving me from a bad mood. I'll smile when I freaking want to. Creepy AF. Telling me how to act is obviously the best way to pick up women. This is late, but if a girl tells you I'm not into guys, sorry, don't make a comment about how you can fix that, because there is no chance that conversation is going to work out for you. I'm a guy, sorry to disappoint. Whenever I'm strolling at night and end up walking behind a girl, I feel terrible. I can tell I'm making them nervous, so I either talk on the phone or slow the frick down. It doesn't help that I am 6'1" black male that weighs 200 pounds. Same. Got off a bus after midnight last night. Girl got off in front of me, so I deliberately crossed the roadway earlier than I normally would just to try make her feel safer. From wife, asking about tattoos. How many locations? You have been visited by the romantic doggo. Comment love is magic, so you never fall in the friend zone. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.